Okay. Cover the whole entire chat if I want to. I control this place now. I am controllable. The flickering effect.
You, just you, building your app on base 44.
A calendar year is made of 365 days, a number that refuses to be divided nicely, which is why we end up with uneven months of either 30 or 31 days, except for February, the runt of the litter, which gets only 28, except when it gets 29 and then the year is 366 days long. Why does that happen? What kind of crazy universe do we live in where some years are longer than others? To answer this, we need to know just what is a year. Way oversimplifying it, a year is the time it takes the Earth to make one trip around the Sun. This happens to line up with the cycle of the seasons. Now, drawing a little diagram like this showing the Earth jauntily going around the Sun is easy to do, but accurately tracking a year is tricky when you're on Earth because the universe doesn't provide an overhead map. On Earth, you only get to see the seasons change, and the obvious way to keep track of their comings and goings is to count the days passing, which gives you a 365-day calendar. But as soon as you start to use that calendar, it slowly gets out of sync with the seasons, and with each passing year, the gap gets bigger and bigger and bigger. In 3 decades, the calendar will be off by a week, and in a few hundred years, the seasons would be flipped, meaning Christmas celebrations taking place in summer, which would be crazy. Why does this happen? Did we count the days wrong? Well, the calendar predicts that the time it takes for the Earth to go around the Sun is 8,760 hours, but if you actually timed it with a stopwatch, you'd see that a year is really longer than the calendar predicts by almost 6 hours. So our calendar is moving ever so slightly faster than the seasons actually change. And thus we come to the fundamental problem of all calendars. The day-night cycle, while easy to count, has nothing to do with the yearly cycle. Day and night are caused by Earth rotating about its axis. When you're on the side facing the Sun, it's daytime, and when you're on the other side, it's night. But this rotation is no more connected to the orbital motion around the Sun than a ballerina spinning on the back of a truck is connected to the truck's cruising speed. Counting the number of ballerina turns to predict how long the truck takes to drive in a circle might give you a rough idea, but it's crazy to expect it to be precise. Counting the days to track the orbit is pretty much the same thing, and so it shouldn't be a surprise when the Earth doesn't happen to make 365 complete spins in a year. Irritatingly, while 365 days are too few, 366 days are too many, and still cause the seasons to drift out of sync, just in the opposite way. The solution to all this is the leap year, where February gets an extra day but only every 4 years. This works pretty well, as each year the calendar is about a quarter day short, so after 4 years you add an extra day to get back in alignment. Huzzah, the problem has been solved. Except it hasn't. Lengthening the calendar by 1 day every 4 years is slightly too much, and the calendar still falls behind the seasons at a rate of 1 day per 100 years, which is fine for the apathetic but not for calendar designers who want everything to line up perfectly. To fix the irregularity, every century the leap year is skipped, so 1896 and 1904 were leap years but 1900 wasn't. This is better, but still leaves the calendar ever so slightly too fast with an error of 1 day in 400 years. So an additional clause is added to the skip the century rule that if the century is divisible by 400, then it will be a leap year. So 1900 and 2100 aren't leap years, but 2000 is. With these 3 rules, the error is now just 1 day off in almost 8,000 years, which the current calendar declares mission accomplished and so calls it a day. Which is probably quite reasonable because 8,000 years ago, humans were just figuring out that farming might be a good idea, and 8,000 years from now, we'll hopefully be using a calendar with a better date tracking system. But perhaps you're a mathematician and a 0.0001% error is an abomination in your eyes and must be removed. Tough luck, says the universe, because the length of a day isn't even consistent. It randomly varies a few milliseconds on average and very slowly decreases by about 1 millisecond per 100 years, which means it's literally impossible to build a perfect calendar that lasts forever. In theory, the length of a day will expand to be as long as the current month, but don't worry, in practice it will take tens of billions of years, and our own expanding sun will destroy the Earth long before that happens. Sorry, not quite sure how we got from counting the days of the months to the fiery, unavoidable end of all human civilization, unless of course we have an adequately funded space program, hint, hint, but there you have it. For the next 8 millennia, leap years will keep the calendar in sync with the seasons, but in a surprisingly complicated way. You can learn a lot more about orbits, different kinds of years, and supermassive black holes over at Minute Physics. As always, Henry does a great job of explaining it all.
This is not how portraits usually are painted, unless anatomy is part of the process, because this artist builds faces layer by layer, starting with the skull, then muscles and vessels, and only then adding skin and facial details. But one of his followers challenged him to go even deeper and start with the soul instead. So after choosing the most fitting imagery of a human soul, he built everything around it just the way it is in real life. And if you think that this is so wrong because all of the beautiful work is lost by each of the next layers, then just remember that your skeleton feels the same way.
Can you trick AI by describing famous artworks worse and worse? 1% bad, Starry Night, which AI draws well. 10% bad, George boats epically. Well, that doesn't work. 20% bad, Japanese seawater. No way, AI kinda got it. 40% bad, girl with ears. Yeah, that's terrifying. 70% bad, sweaty gamer puppers. I'm just gaslighting the AI. 90% bad. AI's kinda close. Finally, 100% bad. One of the most beautiful artworks in history. Screaming Elmo Sunrise. Can you trick AI by describing famous—
Alrighty, you ready for some charades? Am I? I hope so. Okay, it's a fictional character. William Afton. No, this character has appeared in books and on screens. William Afton. No, he's sometimes associated with the color purple. Yeah, William Afton. No, their story is very dark, but typically marketed towards younger audiences. Yep, William Afton. No, this man is responsible for very bad things happening to a group of children. William Afton. No, this guy owns a corporation. William Afton. No, this character interacts with someone who loves bubblegum. Yeah, William Afton's son loves bubblegum. No, he also interacts with someone named Charlie. Yeah, Charlie Emily, William Afton. No, the first 4 letters of this guy's name are W-I-L-L, and his last name is 2 syllables. William Afton. No, this guy specializes in candy. Oh, Willy Wonka. Yeah. Alrighty, you ready for some—
Turning my brother's corn into bread.
Someone said, print a Sisyphus Rubik's Cube stand next. But the problem is, no one's ever made one before. So let's make it ourselves. I found a Sisyphus model online, then jumped into 3D software to design a cube stand that actually works. And after an hour of designing, we finally hit print. And another hour later, Sisyphus has a new eternal punishment.
Son?
That is what actually made was to eat.
Nuts.
Nuts? No.
What is it? The powder thing?
Which powder?
Can you help me with my phone? What is it? What? I forgot my password. What do you mean you forgot your password? I don't remember it. Is it numbers only? Yes, only numbers. So if your password—
Oh my god. Oh my god, 30 minutes. Okay.
Domer.
Stop it. Stop it.
Domer.
Domer.
Domer. Domer. Domer.
What can I do for you, ma'am? Hi, I'm calling because my child was bullied for being LGBTQ. Ma'am, I'm gonna need you to calm down. What? Ma'am, I am calm. You're not gonna get anywhere if you keep yelling. Excuse me, I'm not yelling. Okay, when you talk like that, when you start yelling, I can't understand you. I'm calm. Please hold. Hello, how can I help you? I already told you, my kid was being bullied at school. Oh, there's nothing I can do, ma'am. Our school has decided to shut down permanently. Wait, what? What can I do for you, ma'am? Hi, I'm calling because—
Stairs make no sense. If I take 3 planks and just chop them up like this, I've got 3 stairs and I can make another one with the extra wood. So the crafting recipe should absolutely look like this. It makes perfect sense. Someone send this to Mojang. Okay, bye. Stairs make no sense. If I take 3 planks and just chop them up like this, I've got 3 stairs and I can make another one with the extra wood. So the crafting recipe should absolutely look like this. It makes perfect sense. Someone send this to Mojang.
Yeah, come on in, man. Just don't forget to take off your shoes.
Oh, yeah, of course. 谁跟你玩啊？我朋友啊。
Oh my god, yo, is this a bad time? I can leave.
What?
Or—
No. 问他要不要吃水果？刚刚买到很好的香蕉啊。
谢谢，不用了，不用了。
没事啊，我帮你们切一点啊。
Oh my god, I am so sorry. I will leave right now. What? Yo. What? He don't like the banana? Yeah, come on in, man. Just don't forget to take off your shoes.
One slap, you got big chunks for stews. Two slaps, home fries in a second. And look at this. When you add a mushroom, the more you do it, the finer it gets. You don't have to switch any blades.
This guy's about to turn chopping vegetables into a masterclass in sales. It seems funny at first, and you might think he's joking, but he actually shows every feature of the product while keeping it super entertaining.
You love salad, you hate making it. Watch this, one slap, salad. We're gonna make America skinny again. This tuna, boring. Stop having a boring tuna, stop having a boring life. You're gonna have an exciting life now. Onions with the skin. Life's hard enough as it is. You don't wanna cry anymore. If you want a little bit of onion, the skin comes right off. You're gonna love my nuts. Comes with a cover. One finger. You guys can do it with your whole hand. Kids can do it. $1 for toppings. Get the ice cream stores, which you can make it for 10 cents. Stop throwing your money away.
And after showing all the features of the product, he's now about to roast his competitors.
The reason you're gonna slap away every day is because it's so easy to clean. 1, 2, and pops open like a butterfly. Now these other ones that you've seen in the stores, you can't clean it. You can't open this up. It's worthless. Forget about it.
How do you say shoulder in Japanese? Kata. How about stiff? Kata. How about I bought a shoulder massager? Kata tataki katta. How about this? I bought a shoulder massager because my shoulder was stiff, but it was hard to use on my shoulders. Kata 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 kara kata 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 kara kata kata tataki kata tataki niku katta. Kata 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 kara kata kata. How do you say shoulder?
What to do if you make your ginger friend angry? Step 1. Say the following sentence carefully.
You have a soul.
This will stop them from instantly using their flame powers to melt you. Step 2. If they look like they're more on fire than usual, cool them down with some cold water. Step 3. Offer them an umbrella if it's too hot. Nothing makes a ginger more angry than the sun burning their skin. Step 4. Make them a carrot.
Something I learned in choir when I was really young is...
We got Robin this week. Robin? Grayson? Nah. Jason? Heck no. Oh, and we got Tim. Uh-huh. Okay, let's go then. Like, it ain't gonna be easy, but he don't be boxing for real. That's what I'm saying. Like, sure, he be boxing, but he more so the smart one. Exactly, man. Go ahead and set that up right now. For sure. Question. What up? Is he related to Batman? No. Why? Because this ain't being weird. It keeps saying son of Batman. You sure we facing Tim? Yeah, bro, think about it. If it's not Jason and it's not Grayson, who else would it be? Damien. Nah, bro, nah. He one of us. Used to be one of us. He Robin now. No, man, he can't be. He was chopping heads off since he was 9. What, he just a hero now? Nepotism, dog. You know how most of them got a rule? Yeah, but he gotta have one too, right? Yeah, well, he don't really got one. It's more...
Why do we want to go to Mars? It's uninhabitable.
That's true.
It is.
First, you're gonna have to live in transparent domes, but eventually you can transform Mars into an Earth-like planet.
How would you do that?
You'd warm it up.
How would you warm Mars up?
There's the fast way and the slow way.
Give me the fast way.
The fast way is drop thermonuclear weapons over the poles.
You're a supervillain. That's what a supervillain does.
Yeah.
Why do we...
Now this looks like a job for me. No anybody but Dr. B. I don't need a needle, cost less money. Was a medical debt, 3 mil honeys. Now this looks like a job.
Eminem is actually not the fastest rapper alive because there's 5 rappers who surpassed his speed.
Kill him with the venom and eliminate him. Other words, I'm intimate him.
I am not looking forward to what you're gonna be like once they do this to you. I love chocolate, but I can't eat it because then I'll get fat. But it's so good. I am not looking forward to what you're gonna be like.
Behold a square, a shape with 4 sides of equal length with 4 right angles. Behold a square, a shape with 4 sides of equal length with 4 right angles.
It's 6:30 in the morning, guys.
Angles are right.
You're a funny looking thing, aren't you?
Don't, that's my grandma's.
Oh, it's my grandma's! I am my grandma! You're a funny looking thing, aren't you?
Don't, that's my grandma's.
Oh, it's my...
Here, under 10 pounds, it's soft and compressible. And that's like a sponge. That's for your general scrubbing applications. But here, Check that out. It's hard and firm. That's going to be for heavy-duty scrubbing applications. I'm going to take the scrub daddy, and you're going to see it's just going to attack right into...
Gentlemen, before I take your order, are there any allergies I should be aware of? Yes, actually, I'm highly allergic to nuts. Okay, and you, sir? I'm not. I actually really like nuts. Okay, and sir, what would you like to order? Yeah, I'll actually have a glass of Chardonnay and a chicken Caesar salad. Okay. And for you, sir? Yes, I would like a large bowl of nuts. Sir, I'm not sure I can do that. This is a flight, right? You guys usually pass little bags of nuts around. Yes, sir, but then what I want is about 30 sacks of nuts dumped into a fish bowl, filled to the brim with nut milk. Nut milk? Peanut milk in particular. Did I do something to you? You picked the wrong day to have an allergy, Padre. Yeah! Mr. P. Jesus Christ!
911, what's your emergency? I'd like to order a pizza. Sir, you called 911. Where are you? Mushrooms, 432 Park Avenue. Jimmy, are you hurt? I'm allergic to onions. All right. Your pizza will arrive in 5 minutes. Thank you. Good luck.
What if we...
Wow. It's protein powder.
You are literally the worst height. If you were just 6 inches taller, then you wouldn't get mocked. And if you were 2 inches shorter, you get a handicap spot. I mean, man, he got robbed. You're practically an elf. People standing in the back think I'm battling myself. You are literally the worst height. If you were just 6 inches taller, then you wouldn't get mocked. And if you were 2 inches shorter, you get a handicap spot. I mean, man, he got robbed. You're practically an elf. People standing in the back think I'm battling myself. You are literally...
Hey, what are you playing? Just Undertale. That's one of my favorite games of all time. Yeah, I wanted to get into Deltarune, but I was told to play this one first. Yeah, that's the smart move, but what do you think so far? I've been enjoying it a lot. I mean, the music's really good, but I wish the bosses were a little bit harder. Well, it's not a Souls-like, and the music does slap. How far into it are you? I don't know, I'm in this long, gray hallway right now. Oh, so you're kind of close to the end now. Really? Well, I'm trying to get through it, but this flower keeps interrupting me. What? Yeah, every few steps he tries to talk to me, but if I'm really at the end of this game, then this was a really easy game. I mean, I beat most of the bosses in like one hit, except for that one guy with the spears. Undying the Undying? That's the one, and they were kind of a hard boss fight, but the music was so good. Why have you been killing everyone? How did you know that? Because there are 3 main runs in Undertale. The pacifist route, the neutral route, and the one you're on. Do these runs have different endings? Yeah, and you chose quite literally the worst one. Okay, in my defense, all I was doing was playing the game, okay? Isn't the point to kill the monsters so you get your level up? Level? No. That's not what LV stands for. What? Well...
I learned this in Italy.
In Italy, we have something like that called the piadina. But we don't put the ketchup like that. American cheese and noodles, but this is not from Italy. Look at that mozzarella, you go where it is spice.
Oh my god.
Get the longest school lunch anywhere.
Oh my god, I made it everywhere. I shouldn't have talked. I really shouldn't have talked.
EVE Online is a vast universe.
In 2011, some of the first Minecraft YouTube videos I've ever watched were about players showing off insane redstone builds. Well, insane for the time. Now, as of more recently, I've been wondering if these decade-plus old redstone machines would still work in the latest version of Minecraft. Today, we're gonna find that out together. Now, depending on your past knowledge of redstone in Minecraft, you may either think that the years of game updates would break everything, or that redstone is redstone. Why would anything be different 10 years later? Well, I will say that there have been countless updates over the years to the way redstone works in Minecraft. But when we're talking about the basic fundamentals, in Minecraft Alpha. So really, there's only one way to put this to the test. Load in extremely old redstone builds.
Michael Jackson's real voice was deep. People knew Michael for his soft, high-pitched speaking voice.
So I'll take that
used that as the main foundation for the track.
But close friends and bodyguards say that when cameras were off, he spoke in a strong, deep voice that shocked everyone, and many believe he used the soft tone as a way to protect his vocal cords or build a public persona. But the truth is, Michael was always performing, even when he wasn't on stage. Michael Jackson's real voice was deep. People knew.
Are you listening to Blackpink? You know I was literally supposed to be part of Blackpink.
What do you mean?
I was scouted by YG Entertainment when I was like 13, and they were like, you're so good at singing, do you want to be part of Blackpink? And I was like, I can't, I'm in school, I'm too busy to be famous. So I had to say no.
Sing something by Blackpink.
Are you guys talking about Stranger Things? You know I was supposed to be on that show.
What are you talking about?
I got invited to some special audition because a family friend of mine worked on set.
Who are you supposed to be?
11.
Can we see you audition?
Okay.